East Midlands, they're all getting a brief introduction to 10 different beliefs and religions. Organisers hope that it can challenge tensions fuelled from the streets of Leicester to conflict in the Middle East. Our social affairs correspondent Jeremy Ball reports.
An RE lesson with a difference at Leicester's St John the Baptist Primary School. When the bell rings, you move round to sample a different faith.
I'm dressing up in sari.
This is like a Jewish hat that they would wear to the synagogue.
I am wearing something that the choir would wear.
It feels really nice and comfortable, and it's got these really nice things here.
It's fun with a serious message. The Religion and Belief Roadshow is run by Leicester's St Philip's Multi-Faith Centre.
The similarities outweigh the differences. All of these faiths have a basic line of love, compassion, understanding.
In all elements.
They've probably never met a pagan before today. And it's not about telling people to agree with stuff. You know, they're very free to disagree and say, oh, I see the world differently from you. But it's about having that respect.
All the major world religions are here, along with some you might not have heard of. Nicole's been invited too. She's a humanist.
Humanism is a non-religious worldview or belief, so it's important that the students can understand that there are non-religious worldviews as well as religious ones, and more importantly that we can get along with everybody.
But while more people question religion these days, the last census still recorded well over 2 million Christians across the East Midlands. That's 85% of people who followed any faith. Here in Leicester, there's a much more even split. There are now almost as many Muslims as Christians in this city. The number of Hindus isn't far behind, so making sure that everyone can live together and understand each other is critical. And here's a reason why. It's almost 2 years since violence in Leicester took so many by surprise. Groups of mainly Hindu and Muslim young men facing off as many on both sides felt their community was being targeted.
I see this as a small building block in building peaceful relations, because if you have that from a young age, you are creating the resiliency for the future so that we don't see some of the difficulties that we saw a couple of years ago. This is vital.
And for Lawrence, being here is so vital because of international tensions. He's part of Leicester's small Jewish community.
We have superb relationships with all of the religions around here. You can't ignore the fact of what's going on in the Middle East, but we try not to allow that to impact on the friendships.
Talk to your friends and your colleagues and family.
I like meeting new people and learning about new faiths.
I enjoyed hearing about the Baha'i faith because I'd never heard of that before, and it was really interesting.
I really enjoyed learning about how different they are sometimes, but also how similar they can be.
Over the last year, around 1,700 children have been to these road shows across the East Midlands. It won't change the world, but they hope it can make a real difference. Jeremy Ball, BBC East Midlands Today, Leicester.
It'd be so nice if it did change the world, wouldn't it? It's time for sport now. Here's